Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Rico back at it again. After a Buffalo Bills, I don't even know what to call it. I don't know what today was. You guys ever watch you guys ever watch Jim Rome? Jim Rome was one of my favorites out there. I like Jim Rome. He's a good dude. He has a segment called Triple U. I don't know if you guys know about Triple U. By the way, before I even get into that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Buffalo Fanatics. I am your host, Rico. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in. There's 117 people in this bitch. I hope that we get a good audience for this show. I'm going to just say it like that. All right. So welcome each and every one of you guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Today was a tough game to watch. It really was. By the way, if you guys are in this room, smash that like button real quick. Smash that like button, and we're going to keep moving. And you guys already know what I got to do. I got to give a shout out to the Bing team. Bing team was good. I see Thomas Falzone's in the building, as always. Was good, my guy. I see you. I see you, my man. Richard Cataina. I see you, my guy. What's happening? What's happening? Timothy Lewis. Time for a new offensive coordinator? What dare we say? Time for a new offensive coordinator? But don't, because some people feel that the offensive coordinator is not the issue. But okay. Corey Buffalo. I see you, bro. I see you. Bada Bing Crosby. Hey, listen, man. New member. I see you, bro. I see you, huh? So, oh shit, we got a new member? John Kaiser? Bing, 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 bing. Welcome to the team, John Kaiser. Before I get into this bitch, we need 10 new members. We get 10 new members in this live session. I'm doing a giveaway. Straight up like that. And every week that we get 10 new members, I'm doing giveaways. Straight up. Here we go. We got another one. We got Saul. My man Saul. Bing, bing, bing. We got Saul. Let's get right into the motherfucking bitch. Let's go. The Bills lose to the Browns 19-16. It's an ugly game. And I'm straight up. I'm gonna tell you right now, we are a average team. I take back the grade that I gave them with a B grade. Fuck that. And you know what? And I usually say, no, I'm not gonna cuss. Oh, I'm cussing today. Is that day. We ain't giving that damn team a B, because that performance today was not a B. That's a C+ team. C+ to C. That's a C+ team. I think we're very average. And it showed today. Right? We had donkeys of the day, and I'm going to steal Charlemagne's things because we had a bunch of donkeys today. Donkey number 1, Levi Wallace. Bro, you were a donkey. I've been saying, yo, you were an underrated player on this team, and you that guy. Nobody gives you too much love. Boy, you a donkey. You were getting punked right from the first series. Punked by the guy that we hate the most. Bills fans don't fuck with Jarvis Landry. We don't. And you letting that dude talk smack to you, you should have been up for the game from the jump. But the minute he was on your ass, you never recovered. And it showed. Right from the damn first series to the very last. Right? Levi Wallace, donkey. That pass rush, donkey. Yo, donkey pass rush, man. Yo, where was our pass rush today? 2 sacks. I'm thinking we are going to be able to bring things that we brought from the last game onto this offensive line that is the weakest link on the Browns team. But yet again, here we are with the bullshit. Hexseed, stop blaming the OC. Fix the issues with Josh. Can you hit a deep ball? Lee Smith, fix your issues or you're gone. And that was not a forward pass. Okay, this is beautiful because I have something to say, and people are going to think that it's going to be so damn simple. Because I'm glad that Hexseed brought me to this point before I get into the stats and all that good stuff, okay? If you're not blaming the OC, who are you blaming? Let's talk about it, right? Nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to blame the person or put blame on another person, because here's the cookie cutter stuff. It's team game and we can't blame anybody. You know what? If that were the case, nobody would get fired anytime. Nobody would get fired. Everybody would just remain with their same jobs, and we'd continue. We'd still have certain people that got fired or cut long ago and say we continue. All right? So if it's not Brian Dable, then who? Don't blame the OC. Well, then who the hell's throwing the ball? Right? Who's making decisions on the damn field? Who's the quarterback? Because it's one or the other. It's one or the other. You can't just not, it's not Dable. Well, then if we are not scoring ball, we're not scoring points. We're only putting 16 points up on the board. That's not good enough. That's not good enough to do anything. You can't do 16 points and expect to get a W out of that. You can't always rely on the defense to bail you out every time. I know, Thomas, you're over Levi Wallace. I get it. He had a suspect game. Yo, listen, the whole Bills team is suspect. We are a hollow team. There's no substance to this team, man. Like, come on. Defense we didn't show up, but we knew we were going to get tested today. There's no question. Baker Mayfield ain't no scrub. This guy's not a scrub. We were going to get tested. And I'll tell you right now, if you guys want to talk about, oh, don't blame it's a team game, guess what? Levi Wallace, there's going to be a change somewhere with Levi Wallace. And guess what? Someone's going to be coming off the little injury report or the inactive list, and that's going to be Kevin Johnson. I'll tell you that right the F now. Because Levi Wallace got beat like a rented mule. I'll tell you that right now. And that's the facts. Right? Now, who do we blame? Because nobody wants to say it. Everybody's just, don't blame that person. Don't blame that person. Well, somebody needs to answer for something. Oh, well, the head coach, because that's what usually happens, right? Oh, I'm the head coach. It falls with me. Okay, fine. But the head coach has to make a decision because now the owner is going to be like, and the GM's going to be like, hey, what the fuck just happened? We had this game in the bag. We had this game. 4 minutes left. Defense got to hold up. Right? It's on everybody. I get it. But we're not in that position if we're putting points on the board. Our defense put 2 points on the board for us to help us out. You know what I'm saying? Our defense is the one that stopped the freaking Browns 7 or 8 straight times at the goal line. You feel me? Like, you can't say all the defenses show up. Like, come on, fellas. Come on. 22 for 41, 266 yards, 0 touchdown passes, but 2 rushing passes. 2 rushing touchdowns. Our leading receiver, John Brown. I continue to say that we must protect that man, because if we don't, we're in trouble. Blue Comet. I am mad as hell right now. Bad play calling, poor officiating, stupid self-inflicted penalties, 8 carries for Devin Singletary, etc., etc., etc. Damn near lost my voice because of this game. Did you not see Pierre? My man Pierre is losing his mind. He's falling apart. He's falling apart at the seams. That's what I tell my daughters when they're just having a meltdown. I say, hey, breathe. Take a breather, sit down, relax yourself. You're falling apart. You need to take a nap? Because a lot of Bills fans need to take a nap because they're just falling apart. It's just what it is. Heads up on the defense, goal line stop, 7 try with pass interference. Bro, the defense did what they're supposed to do, man. We did what we're supposed to do. We just, it's like we got tired. That's exactly what it comes down to. But you can't keep putting your defense in this position. You can't. We can't rely on them all the time. There comes a time where we have to draw things up that makes us ahead of the game, that puts points on the board. You don't put points on the board, this is what happens. The defense can't be the same every game, week in, week out. We can't. You can't depend on them all the time, man. Matchups change. You know what I'm saying? Like, things happen. That's why you have to have an offense that puts points on the board. That way it changes the way we run the defense and play the defense. We can now get after the damn quarterback and not have to worry about anything. Steven Hauschka, for fuck's sake, man. Chip shot, 34 yards. You let that shit go and no care. You know what I'm saying? He misses it. I'll just walk that. I'll walk back to the sideline. It was cool. Let me a little love tap on the helmet. 58-yard field goal we had to hit. 53, can't remember. That one goes. He didn't even hit it properly. First of all, you know what I'm saying? Right off the bat, didn't even hit it properly. Just why I don't like. I know the kickers are there for this reason, but like that drive alone, some questionable play calls. Questionable play calls. Oh, by the way, but we can't blame Dable. That's right, we can't. I guess we got to blame Allen because he's the one that's executing the plays. If you can't blame Dable, then it's got to be Allen. Kathy Barnaby says, man, Allen and that long ball, he has an arm, but no accuracy. He needs to connect. He needs to practice that more, or we need to faster receivers. Okay, let me just take the damn gloves off for people that are too afraid to blame this, that, and the third. The marriage between Brian Daboll and Josh Allen is not working. That's it. It's not working. They both have their strengths, but when it comes together, it's not working. So many relationships, they work out well in the first bit. You're starting to get to know each other. It's that little honeymoon stage, right? You're getting to know each other. You got a bit of chemistry. Now that you've been around for a while, you've moved in with each other. It's a little different. Things don't jive the same. You're still a good quality person. Good quality skills from Josh Allen. Good quality play caller from Daboll. He has his moments. But those two together, it's not working, right? And let me tell you, let me furthermore go. Remember the Jets game? The Jets game where Allen didn't play, and it was our guy Bitcoin Barkley. Bitcoin Barkley had not much time with the team, but the chemistry between what he understands from Daboll's offense, he ran the offense better. I'm not saying the quarterback is better. I'm saying the chemistry between that quarterback and the offensive corner is better. What the hell is happening with these two, Allen and Daboll? They just can't. They're just not meshing. Either the play call is horrible or the other guy's not executing it. Is it both? So they're both horrible? Then we got to make a change, right? But we know that's not going to happen. We got the franchise quarterback. So what is it? We're going to continue to be this way? Are we going to continue to let Devin Singletary only carry the ball 8 times? Is that acceptable? Seriously, people, think about it. Devin Singletary had 20 touches altogether last game. Altogether. 20 touches in the backfield. 8 carries for Singletary. 5 for Frank Gore. 6 carries for Josh Allen. But honestly, is that acceptable? Is that how we're supposed to win games? Is it? Is that a good recipe to win games? That recipe's trash to me. We don't have a rhythm. What do we do? We're not airing it out. We're not an airing out team. Okay. We're not a running team. Clearly, it's clearly showing. So what are we? So no wonder we can't get anything going. Rico, would you rather have Lamar Jackson run out? Is that even a question? Come on, fellas. Is that even a question right now? Lamar Jackson's balling out right now because the marriage between him and his offensive coordinator, it works. Bring Daboll over there to Baltimore. Does it work? You don't know. You don't know. I'm not, and it's not that. And people want to talk about, oh, Lamar can't throw, can't this, can't that. Well, today he seemed to do just fine. Just fine. Right? And they played the Bengals. We played the Bengals too. We barely got out of that game. It's the chemistry between our quarterback and the damn offensive coordinator. Ain't nobody want to say it, but it is what it is. This game makes me want to cry. Why not running it more? I don't know. How about you ask the offensive coordinator? Here's another question. We deactivate Duke Williams, and we activate Andre, what's his name? We had one catch today, Robert Foster. Cool. I'm with that. Because you want to get him more involved in the game. He hardly touched the field, right? You know who got more touches and more opportunities and more looks? Andre Roberts. You know what I mean? The special teams, Andre Roberts. The Pro Bowl returner, Andre Roberts. But not known to be on the field, Andre Roberts. But he got more looks than Robert Foster. So why the fuck was the point of bringing Robert Foster in? Why? What was the point? Who makes that decision? Oh, Daboll. Got it. He doesn't even know how to run this damn offense. And when I say by running this offense, like, who are you going to run? Who's your go-to? If John Brown's your go-to, you make the game plan about John Brown. You highlight John Brown because he's your guy. If we're going to focus on the run game because that's where we can exploit the team, give the ball to your running backs. If we want to take advantage of the middle of the field because that's the game plan, get your guys involved in the tight ends. Get that. But there's no rhythm from this offensive coordinator. And yet we wonder why we are in this position. But don't blame Daboll, though. Don't blame Daboll. Okay, well, then let's look at our quarterback. If that's not him, then he's not executing. Then we got a real problem. We got a real problem. That's what it comes down to. If you really want to know if it's not Dable or not, put in, and I'm not advocating for this. I'm just for the argument's sake of saying this. If it's not Dable and Dable's not the problem and it's execution, then you take Allen out and put Barkley in. Then we'll find out who's what. Because if Barkley kills it, then we have a major problem. But it's not going to happen. So now we have been relegated to 6-3. Fellas, let me tell you something. 6-3. Whew. We needed this win. Because now it's not so sexy anymore. Y'all been saying, oh, Rico, you such a hater, man. Why can't you just be happy with the wins? No. We got to beat the teams that we should be beating so we don't have to worry about being in the hunt later on. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. The Buffalo Bills are in the hunt. I don't want that shit. I don't want to be in the hunt. We got the Ravens, Cowboys, and the Patriots coming up. We just lost to the Browns, but we should have won. But we got no offense. We don't got an offense. Straight up. We don't. The only thing that's holding us down, and it didn't even hold us down today, was the defense. So what does that tell you? If the defense doesn't hold us down, we are not winning the games. We aren't. That's just the facts. If the defense doesn't hold us down, we know we can't score because we're not a very good offensive team. So we are where we are. Do you think this is going to continue next year? Do we accept this to continue next year? Honestly, think about it. Listen, people, think about it. I'm not even sitting here trying to shoot like this to shoot the guy, to shoot Dable. I'm just presenting you what is happening. We don't score enough points. Who draws the plays up? Who's with these guys in the meetings and doing the game plan and doing all those things? Who is doing that? Oh, it's Brian Dable. Dable's time should be up 18 points a game average. Unacceptable. Of course it's unacceptable. But is it Dable? Because that's what the thing is. Everybody wants to shoot the blame completely to Dable. Fine. If it's not Dable, who is it? Let's bring Frank Gore. Let's blame him. Oh, we can't. He was on the field for 5 carries today. Let's blame Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley had a decent game, 4 for 74 yards today, 5 for 77. So if those are your dogs, go after your dogs. Game plan for the dogs, the guys that actually do it, because those two guys apart, who's your guy next? Dawson Knox had 4 receptions, 55 yards. He had a long of 21. But he had a crucial drop in the end zone. Come on, brother. You can't drop that shit. That's another thing, man. These drops have got to stop. But yet, we don't feel that we need to go out and get talented receivers to come to this team because we're good with what we got. We're straight. Andre Roberts, how many drops did he have today? This guy must have had like 3 drops. You're going across the middle on a dig route. A dig or is a deep slant or post. I don't know what it was, but it was coming inside. When you're coming inside and you're looking, if that ball is low, I got it. You got to basket your hand because it's low. If it's high and coming to you, you're not catching like this with a basket. You open your hands, man. Bang. But my man decided to, but this is it. But this is what I'm telling you about. You're getting a Andre Roberts that's not used to having the time on the field, and he's positioned where he is for a reason. And that's that. We get it. But you put him instead when you have a Robert Foster on the field that you activated, you wanted to be on. What the hell are y'all doing? Like, what is going on, people? Yes, Hauska is to blame 100%. 2 field goals missed. Listen, we were playing that last series not to win the game, because if we wanted to play to win the game, we would have been hurrying up at the line. What did Allen do when there's like 47 seconds left or 52 seconds left? Right? He huddles them up as the clock is running. Does that tell you that's a team that was looking to win the game? Hell, it wasn't. That's a team that was like, all right, man, this is the play we're gonna call. We're gonna let it die down. I think we're close enough. We're gonna give Hauska a chance to put it in for a field goal so we can tie the game and go into overtime. So we playing to tie? Hello, we play to win the game. Come on, fellas, isn't that the facts? Herm Edwards was bang on when he said that. We don't play to tie. We play to win the game. Richard Catalina. We have Brown as number 1 receiver. Who's number 2? You tell me. It should be Cole Beasley. We paid these boys $7 million apiece. Should be Cole Beasley. You think the offensive coordinator would put a game plan for your two best receivers. But maybe it's execution. Maybe it's the quarterback. Who knows? Who knows? By the way, there's 384 people in this bitch. Click, smash that like, show love. If you're new to this page, subscribe. You might be a fan of another team, but this is where it's at right here. Buffalo Fanatics. Smash that like button and let's keep it moving. Mike Phelan says, I was screaming at the TV when he huddled them up. My goodness, what are you doing huddling? I'm looking at my wife and I was like, what the hell are they doing? Why are they huddling up? Oh, they must have something. They must be going to, oh, no. They're still huddling and they're talking about it, right? Feliciano's the one that was like, hurry the fuck up. Let's go. The one guy had the urgency to do that. One guy. Yet, we sit here bullshitting. We're a hollow team. But we're 6-3. We should be happy we're 6-3. Wait till we go 6-4. Right? You think it's going to be a dog walk when we play the Dolphins next week? Oh, you think it's going to be a dog walk? Watch the Dolphins. The way we play today and the way there's no cohesiveness on this offense and the way those boys are playing for Brian Flores over there in Miami, yo, y'all are in for something, man. We go from 5-1 to 5-2 to 6-2. Now we're 6-3. Could go to 6-4. Now we're starting to panic. Now you're gonna see people start saying, "What the fuck is Dable doing?" Or, "Man, is Allen really our guy?" Right? Because you can't blame the offensive line. We're ranked nearly at the top when it comes to run blocking, but yet we don't run the ball. Go figure. But who makes those decisions? Oh, that's right. It's Leslie Frazier. Leslie Frazier's the one that comes on the offensive side and makes those decisions. I totally forgot. Oh, no, maybe it's OG Bobby Johnson, the offensive line coach. He's the one that's doing all this. Bills fans, wake up, people. Wake up. Y'all are tripping, man. Because y'all don't want to, people don't want to put the blame on the people that need to be put. I mean, let's not use the word blame. Put accountability on the people that need to be accountable. That's exactly what it comes down to. Hold on a second, because I'm not going to sit here and not pay homage to the people that are asking questions. Raymond, Allen's not our guy. Could be. Coach and OC, one got to go. Kathy's now thinking that marriage is not good. Yo, stop trying to force it. What happens when parents force their marriage? It hurts everybody else. And that's what's happening right now. Allen's abilities and Coach Dable's abilities to coach and draw plays up and all that good stuff is not working. And it's showing on the field, but nobody wants to talk about it. We want to just blame one person. The two people running this offense is who we got to look at. Sal Gardina, I see that donation and I appreciate that. I'm not shying away from that. I'm not going to shy away from that. Drunk Nugget, I see you, bro. I know listen, it's frustrating. We lose a game that you look back and like, yo, how the hell did we lose this game, man? Baker Mayfield's a good quarterback. He's a very good quarterback, but he didn't do anything special today. He dropped an absolute dime on us, though. I'll give him that. Craig Peacock. Dable's time should be up. 18 points a game, averages and unacceptable. It's the truth, man. By the way, I appreciate that donation, my guy. Peacock is a real G. He been a real G. Peacock. Salute. I'm seeing the love for Dable, and I got to give it to you. Listen, my guy Pierre is a good dude, man. He's a good dude. That's my brother right there. But we have countless disagreements, right? He thinks he's making a point by saying, don't blame Dable. You can't. Boy, settle down. Just look at what he's giving you guys. Look at what he's given us. Starting from last year, right? We only started to get his act together when Allen decided to kind of sit behind Anderson when Anderson was there. When he got hurt, Allen got hurt. He got to sit behind someone that was really doing it. David Culley was trash with some bullshit, right? So then he got some playing time. Then he got some time, so he started to really gel. So then I'm like, okay, maybe I got to give him a chance because I was on that fire Dable train last year. He's never been a good offensive coordinator anywhere he's been. I don't care what Brett Favre says. He's a brilliant guy, and he's this, that, and the third. Well, guess what? There's no brilliance on the field right now. There's none. There's no brilliance on the field. So Allen had time to sit behind a quarterback that's been in the game, and we showed a little life at the end of the season. Then he has all offseason. Everything's done. We even gave him Ken Dorsey as an offensive as a QB coach. Now we got going. Allen has improved this year. He has. But why hasn't he taken that to really take over the game, right? Is it Dable? Is it Allen? Is he not that guy? Is he plateaued? Is this the best that we're going to get from Allen? We have to ask ourselves that question, right? Is this the best that we will get from Allen? Rush you a couple touchdown passes, make inadvertent passes here and there, doesn't tuck the football away, right? I finally have my football so I can show you how my man's carrying the ball. Let me tell you guys something. Anybody that knows how to carry a damn football knows, right? Right up here. You running that rock, you hold on to that. Yeah, cover it up. Here's Allen holding off like this. Like this. What? You have 250 to 290 pound linemen that are watching you run. You don't think they're going to bring their big paws and come and smack that ball? You, sir, have fumbled 11 times this year alone. Yes, you lost 3, but you fumbled 11 times. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. 11 times? Bro, we got a problem. We have a problem. If you're going to make him run, you got to start telling him, cover the ball. But guess what? I'm sure they're telling him. But Allen's going to do what Allen wants to do. You know what I mean? It works great sometimes. It really does. But, bro, you got to cover that up. We got lucky. Forget about how the game ended, right? Forget about how the game ended. We lost the game, yes, but Feliciano recovered that. If Feliciano didn't recover that, the game was over right then and there. So let's cut the bullshit. So which is it? Is Allen the guy? I guess that's the real question I'm asking. Is Allen the guy? Or is Dable holding him back? Legitimate damn question. Nobody wants to talk about it. Oh, we got our franchise. We drafted him with the 7th round. It's only his 2nd year. He's only just gotten a full season's worth of football. He's at 18 games? So we can really start to judge him next year. Show us something this year when you've had all offseason. I can understand that you couldn't give that to us last year because Peterman was on the team and they let Peterman get all the reps and this, that, and the third, blah, 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 yada, yada. Okay, let's put that aside. You had all offseason now. You are the man. Come on, fellas. Come on now. Come on now. We're not playing this game. We're not playing this game. Saul says, I don't think he is. He should have been mentored, not a starter, still a backup. He's still learning, yes. But at one point we got to start realizing, okay, we got to start asking the real questions. We must start asking the real questions. And right now, the fact that we are putting up 18 points a game is not going to cut it. By the way, Fanatics, big team, signed helmet giveaway. If we get to 10 new members this game, we're giving away a signed helmet. Let's start doing it. Tell your people. Tell your friends. Levi Wallace was some trash today. Levi Wallace lost all the confidence. Hi, baby girl. Levi Wallace lost all the confidence today. He had no confidence. Remember I said Daddy was going to be upset today? If we lost? Guess what happened? Guess what happened? What happened? Tell me. We lost. I know. Do you see that? She's sick and tired of it. You're sick and tired of it. So am I. We're 6-3, but it doesn't feel like it. Does it feel like we're 6-3? Does it? Honestly, does it feel like it? Because it doesn't. It feels like we're like a 500 team because we're playing like a 500 football team. This 6-3, oh man, it makes me upset, man. But I gotta keep it cool. Sky's Love says, stop babying Josh Allen, trade for Cam. They're pretty much the damn same quarterback, really. If you think about it. Just one has a little better and one's a little better. Levi did play good. No, he didn't. No, he did not. Let's cut the bullshit. He did not play good. He was getting beat left, right, center. It didn't matter who. It was either Landry or it was Higgins. You know what Higgins said? Higgins said, "I beat the corner and juked him out his shoes." And I was just in the red carpet waiting for the football. Yo, you can't get punked like that. You can't get punked like that. If someone says that to me, we fighting. I'll take the penalty. We fighting. Come on, man. Buffalo Bills 6-3. Now, the good thing, the Kansas City Chiefs lost today. That's a fantastic thing. And they lost to the Titans, which we beat. So now we are in a position now that we are now hoping that certain teams that win and lose affects us in the long run. This was a good thing that happened today. Right? Because we beat the Titans beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and so come on. We got to now start depending on this right now. And guess what? Miami's beating Indianapolis right now. So guess who we play next week? Miami. Boy, we better get it together. We better get it together because I'll tell you, Miami knows they can play with us. They know they can play with us because of what happened last time. They know they can play. Shane D says Levi Wallace is a bum. Kathy Barney says Trey White had a good game. They played him all. Trey White has now become a Pro Bowl cornerback, and I don't want to hear anybody say he's not, because he is. By the way, we just cracked 400 people in this bitch. Shout out to each and every one of you. Since you guys are in here, click that like real quick. Show some love. Subscribe to the page. You guys don't know about us. You better recognize. Shane Braniff says, hey, listen, man. Bing, bing, bing. Shane Braniff, welcome to the Bing team, son. Let's go. Josh Norman needs to take a Levi spot. Listen, we got Kevin Johnson. We brought Kevin Johnson in for a reason because we did not quite feel Levi Wallace was that guy. So Kevin Johnson was brought in. Rico, do you do any progress in Allen? Sorry, Rico, do you see any progress in Allen? Because I'm just seeing the same inconsistent play every week. Do I see? Yes, I do see some improvement in Allen. But when Allen wants to do Allen and he goes away from the game plan, he becomes the Allen from Wyoming. Let me repeat that. When Allen wants to do what he wants to do and go away from the game plan, he becomes Allen from Wyoming, which is inconsistent, wild, throwing some bullshit, and not taking care of the football. Case in point, today. That's really good. Nice. So that's what we're going to get. So Mike Shavy says, Rico, man, I'm sick of Allen. Don't be sick of Allen, man. The problem is you need an offensive corner that works for you. I'm not saying Dable's trash because he's not trash. Now that he's got weapons, because last year I was all over his ass, but I had to take a second to say, wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. I've got to really analyze, like, what did he have that we could say that's his fault, right? Andre Roberts, Kelvin Benjamin, just a whole bunch of bums. Zay Jones, like a bunch of people that just aren't good enough. Then we brought Isaiah McKenzie, spark, right? The minute we gave him a little something, we're like, oh, okay. So he needs some guys with separation. Okay, we're going to change the dynamic, right? We got Cole Beasley, we got John Brown, and you can see it. John Brown, for the 9th game straight, has over 50 yards. Right? So we've got better weapons a little bit, but we're still not capitalizing on offense. Why? We have the weapons now, way better than last year, but still we're doing the same things we were doing last year, not putting up points on the board. Then it brings me back to the question, who is it? The quarterback or the offensive coordinator? One's got to go. Eventually one's going to have to go because this will not continue. I'll tell you right now. I don't care if Brian Dable is from Welland, Ontario or Welland, Buffalo. I don't give a damn where he's from. I grew up a Buffalo Bill fans. I don't give a damn. Are you producing? This is a production league. Ken Wisenhunt was not producing for the Chargers. Guess what? Anthony Lynn was like, you're my boy, but you got to go. It's just what it is. I can't get over the fact that Singletary only had 8 carries in the game. Let me tell you something. Singletary in the first half or the first quarter and a half or whatever was 3 carries for 17 yards. That's 5 yards a carry. Bro, give Singletary the ball, Dable. That's your offense. Come on, man. Like I don't care what it dictates that we need to pass more. The Browns defense is solid, but not that great that you can't run the ball. You have Ty Seki that's in, Feliciano that's in. There's no excuses. The whole O-line was there. The whole O-line. How many sacks did Myles Garrett have today? By the way, I got to commend Deion Dawkins because Deion Dawkins did a formidable job on Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett, I think, had 1 sack. Was it? No sacks from Myles Garrett because it was a sack, but they ruled it an incomplete pass. Deion Dawkins did okay today, man. That's 4 straight games that Deion Dawkins has had a decent game. You know who is poo-poo to me? Lee Smith. Bro, you are an undisciplined mother effer. I tell you right now. You're undisciplined, man. Holding penalties, false starts, the bullshit. Yo, stop it, man. We brought you in, we gave you a good chunk of money. Yo, we didn't bring you in for that nonsense. Holy jumpers, man. We got no pass rush today. Bro, we got so many things we got to work on. So many things we got to work on. I can't believe it. By the way, I'm going to open up the phone lines very soon. Y'all get the sound off. Because some people feel some type of way, and it's going to be dope. I can't wait for it. Cutley Smith on Monday. What's that going to do? Seriously, what's that going to do? Nothing. Josh will get it together. Trust that. With who? With the same situation we have now with Brian Daboll and him? I said this last year, and it's starting to rear its head right now. Mr. Daboll has never been an offensive coordinator of a team that had a potent offense. And it seems as the offense that he's trying to put together, myself and Matt Perino, we had our talk, and he says, man, they love Daboll. They give them he gives them the freedom to run whatever route they want, and there's a lot of flexibility in the offense. Well, maybe we should take away the flexibility and game plan it strict. This is what I want you guys to do right here, because clearly it's not goddamn working. So here's a real question for you guys. And I just want a thumbs up or a thumbs down or a Y or an N for those that are not on their mobiles and don't have that stuff. Do you trust the process? That's the question. Do you trust the process? If you guys are watching this afterwards, just put it and say, do I trust the process? Yes or no? Let me see what we got. I see a yes. I see a yes. I see a no. No, 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 yes, yes. So it looks like there's a mixture. There's a mixture of trusting the process. Anaya, do you trust the process? Yes or no? Just give one answer. Yes? Anaya trusts the process. Okay. My daughter trusts the process. I have not been on the trusting the process thing. I don't believe in it. It's just because you can keep saying trust the process for how long does the trust the process work for? There's an expiry date on trusting a process. The process must come to an end at one point. So how long is this process? Is it a 3-year process? Should I wait till next year and the process is over with? Does the process end when we win the Super Bowl? Is that what the process is? Oh, the process. I never trusted from the start. Bean is a bozo. Alton, be nice. Be nice, Alton. We got to trust the process, though, people, because that's what they keep telling us. Drink that Kool-Aid. Trust the process. You know what that means? Trust the process says, give me more time. Give me more time. Give me more time. I wish you had more time, because sometimes, you know what? You know who wanted more time? Whaley. Whaley wanted more time. They said, nah, man, time is up. So we're going to find out how much time you got with this process. But you can't tell me the process is giving the ball to Singletary 8 times and giving Patrick DeMarco a carry, right? You can't tell me you're allowing your quarterback to run all over willy-nilly and not cover the damn ball up. That's not part of the process that I signed up for. 8 carries, 42 yards with a carry average of 5.3, yet we don't give him the ball. Do you not know the worth of your running back? Is that what the problem is? Shit, man. Michael Hill asks, where is Ed Oliver? Oh, Ed Oliver's there. He's probably getting double teamed as always, beating the percentage 19% of the of his doubles. But there's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do. How many sacks did we have today, fellas? We had Matt Milano with a sack and Tremaine Edmonds with a safety. 2 sacks today by non-defensive linemen. Corey Buffalo says, process these nuts. Woo! But we got to trust something. So can this team turn it around for next week? We have the Dolphins, which is not a cakewalk. I can guarantee you the Dolphins is not a cakewalk. And if people think the Dolphins have a cakewalk, they're nuts. It's not the case. Rico, the defensive line is soft. Well, played like it today. Trent Murphy is a bum. Wow. Jack George says start Barkley. If you start Barkley right now, you're going to create a whole bunch of stuff. And this regime does not want to do that. They're not even thinking about Barkley. So let's not even go there. The reason I brought up Barkley was because offensive coordinators and quarterbacks have to have a good relationship. They have to have some chemistry. They have to have some kind of it factor that makes the marriage work. I.e., Greg Roman, Greg Roman and Lamar Jackson. That works, right? They have an identity. They know what the F they're doing. We have no identity. So if you have no identity, how do you properly game plan? Honestly, it's a fair question. If you don't have an identity, how are you game planning? Because it made sense to attack, aggressive. Oh man, that's all I'm gonna say, man. I'm gonna tell you guys, I appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in. If you guys are here for the first time, welcome. It's the Buffalo Fanatics. We've been doing this for 2 years now on YouTube. Thank you for joining. Anyone saying that Allen needs to go as 1,000% blind, Dable is the issue. Nobody's saying Allen needs to go. All I'm saying is that chemistry between Allen and Dable is just not working. Dable needs another type of quarterback for that person to run it the way they need to. Because it doesn't seem like Allen is trusting of the scheme that Dable's putting together. I don't care what they say and how to defend it, because the proof is on the field. Say everything you want to say. Say it in the mic. Oh, no, I love Dable. He's great. He's that. Cool. Prove it to me on the field. Because if he's great, he's this, that, you would execute what's so great about Dable. But it's not. Like I said, you can't have it, but you can't just say it's Dable. And then some of you guys say, no, it's not Dable. Then if it's not Dable, then who is it? It's got to be the quarterback. And that's what it is. And we are about to find out in this stretch run who we got under center. Because we got the Dolphins, and not in particular over. You got the Dolphins, you got the Broncos, you got the Steelers, you got the Patriots, you got the Cowboys, you got the Jets again, and you got the Patriots. Shit. How many wins do you see us getting when it comes to what we provided on the field today and what we are going to face? Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Right? Can we do this against the Ravens? Hell no. Can we do this against the Dallas Cowboys? Hell no. Can we do this against the Patriots? We play the Patriots tough as always, but it always results in an L. Pittsburgh Steelers, they're coming along. That defense is coming along. And you think our offense is going to be able to do something against that defense? The Jets, they can put points up. They did it today. They put up over 30 points today. What did the Jets do today? The Jets played the damn Giants. What was the score today? It was a high-scoring game. I don't even see it. Damn, Baltimore put up 49 points against the freaking... they crushed the Cincinnati Bengals. Crushed them. 34-27 Jets over the Giants. 34 points. And we sitting here putting up 16 points. 14. Because the defense gave us 2. But yet, we think that we're going to put some noise and do some noise. Yo, with this game that we got today, I don't know, man. Logan, I see you. Bing, biggity, bing. I see you, bro. Scott Blakely says we may not win again. Shit is possible. And everybody was up in, oh shit. Logan Cramp. I didn't see that. Bing, 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 bing. Logan, welcome, baby. Let's go. Let's do this, boy. Listen, I try to pride myself as a fan that doesn't drink Kool-Aid, but I don't want to be that negative fan either that's just all negative, right? Because I want to see and express the good, but I'm definitely not shy to tell you that we some trash right now. And we are a hollow 6-3 team. Listen, let me tell you something. You go around the league and you ask teams, yo, you respect the Buffalo Bills? Like, are they legit? Fuck that. No, they're not. No, they're not. We don't fear the Bills whatsoever. Is there anything to be fearful of? Do you fear Devin Singletary? Do you fear John Brown? Do you fear Josh Allen? Do you fear anybody on this offense? Seriously. No. Nobody. You don't fear anybody. Play the basic defense, man. Standard defense. Let's go. Get the regular package out. We ain't rolling shit. Let's go. Mono. Right? Go up against a not very good team in Falcons. You be like, yo, where's Julio Jones at? Yo, let's put something together for him. You go against the Chargers, where's Keenan at? Shit, Melvin Gordon's back there. Phillip Rivers is back there. Like, we play the Chargers right now. You think we're gonna do something? Come on, fellas. Come on, people. Ain't nobody fearing nobody on this offense, man. Nobody's feeling anything on this offense. Kathy Barnaby, all I kept on thinking second place in the AFC conference, and I don't see that happening. That scares me. Well, this game should scare a lot of people. This game should scare a lot of people because this was one of those games where you're like, okay, what do we see happening here? Okay, let's look at this offense. Let's look at what's happening here. 22 for 41. Okay, so you just barely made it over 50% passing. Barely. Took a sack, 2 rushing touchdowns, 28 yards. Like, it's uninspiring. Let me tell you something. It's uninspiring. It's uninteresting. And it's sometimes unwatchable. Triple U. Thank you, Jim Rome, for that. Because that's right. That's what these Bills are giving us right now. Uninspiring football, uninteresting football, and sometimes damn near unwatchable. Did you want to watch this offense today? Honestly. No rhythm, no nothing. Triple U. This was the midseason test, and we failed. Saul, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Midseason test, and this is what we do. We talk the talk when we can't be in the play. Sorry, we talk to talk when we can't be in the playoffs. You heard it. Rich was saying it. If we run the ball we'll be okay, but if we don't, we are in trouble. Wallace have to be sit down. Punisher, you're not wrong. But who makes the decisions to run the ball? Who calls the plays? Right? A lot of people want to talk about, oh, but you can't blame the offensive coordinator, but then, golly, he's the one calling the plays, people. Rico, I've been saying this since week 3. Hauschka is not the same post-injury against the Jets, right? It needs to be addressed. Start working out others. If you start working out others, that means you're getting ready to put Hauschka on injured reserve. That's what it's going to come down to. You start doing that, injured reserve is going to be what comes down. By the way, people are saying that we potentially could be finishing the season 10-6. And is 10-6 going to cut it? Is 10-6 going to cut it? That means we got 3 more losses. We can't lose 3 more games. This is another way you got to look at it. We can't lose 3 more games. We can't. And right now, I'll tell you right now, what is looking like a loss to me, Ravens, Cowboys, Patriots. So I can feel that we might lose those 3 games based on what we've given today, right? So other than those guys, we got to beat the Steelers. We got to beat the Dolphins. We got to beat the Broncos. Okay? We have to win those games. We have to win those games. And we play the Jets again, last game of the year. We have to win those games. and you want to sit here with like one of the we went from playoff hopeful to right now. Shit, we got to win these games, people. Because if we don't, ooh, it is going to be an epic fail if the Bills don't make the playoffs this year. Because it was here. This was the window. Guys are going to get healthy next year, and they're back to their respective teams. And guys are going to be drafting, and people are coming in. Joe Burrows, I don't know if he's coming in or coming out of the draft. People are going to be drafted, right? Tua's coming back. Yo, shit's going to change next year, people. And we sitting here bullshitting with this weak ass schedule that we got. But don't listen to me. I'm just a hater, right? Rico just talking shit. What the hell is he talking about? By the way, we're at 4 of 10 people for new members. I got that helmet I want to give away, people. I got a giveaway to give, and it's a helmet. JD says 4 times we went 5-1 and made the playoffs. Once. Ouch. Not a good statistic. Get ready because we're not making the playoffs. Woo, Bo Cook. Don't say that, man. Team doesn't deserve to make the playoffs. Damn. QBs take 3 years to see if they are a bust or not. Okay, fair. But we should be starting to see the ramifications right now, right? We should start knowing if we have something close to being something special that can work into it, or, yo, this is not the guy. That's what it comes down to. By the way, I'm opening up the phone lines. Somebody wants to call in. You want to vent? Vent. You have a question? Ask the question. For those that want to call in, it's simple. Go to the community tab, members. You guys already know what it is. It's in the members community tab. So if you want to be able to call in, you got to become a member. It's that simple. Join the Bing team and you have the access to call in. So the phone lines are open. Y'all want to call? The lines are open. Y'all know where to go. Go to the community tab. The number's in there. We got a new member, Michael Smith. Bing, 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 bing. Bring it on, Michael Smith. Welcome to the damn Bing squad. Let's go. Let's go, people. So who's calling in? Because I'm interested to hear who has their take. Either you're defending this Bills team that maybe we should calm down. Yes, babe. Or those are really good. You did a good job. Nicely done. Right? So either you are in favor of this team because you knew this was going to be the struggle and you're like, guys, calm down. We knew this was going to be the case. Fine. Call in and let me know. If you're like, nah, man, this is reason for concern and here's why. Call me. Call my phone. Call me maybe. Yo, man, we need a big possession guy. Sick or tired of having nobody on offense. A big possession guy. We do. You know what his name is? Duke Williams. But we're in favor of keeping him on inactive and putting Foster in the game, but not even using Foster. Go figure. Okay? So we have Isaiah McKenzie active, but we don't do anything to get Isaiah the ball in his hands. Isaiah had a wide open. He was wide open. I can't believe this. I can't believe I almost missed this. Isaiah beat his man. He had at least 2 yards open. What does Allen do? Allen throws the ball 5 yards beyond his, like, the deep ball on this guy. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Instead of you going like and floating the ball, put it on a rope. Do something. Something has to give, man. Because you can't hit a damn deep ball if your life depended on it. Lines are open. You want to call in? Y'all know what to do. Wallace did not have a good game today. He did not. Scott Blakely, I know. And it was very evident. You know what the game plan was? Jarvis Landry is going to eat today. And he surely did. Jarvis Landry, 9 receptions, 97 yards, and a touchdown. Targeted 10 times and caught 9 balls. You know why I know that's on Levi Wallace? Because Trey White was busy locking down Odell Beckham Jr. 5 receptions, 57 yards, 12 targets. He was targeted 12 times and only caught 5 of them. And 1 catch wasn't even when Trey White was covering him. It was in the zone. We were in a zone and he caught like a 13-yard catch. So they knew, shit, we got a Trey White that's going to be covering Odell Beckham. He's going to lock him down. Jarvis, get ready to eat. Get that bib. It's your turn. Levi Wallace sitting here bullshitting like, yo, I got this. I was on PFF's, top graded rookies, man. Put some respect on my name. Oh, they did not put any respect on your name today because you didn't deserve it. You got your ass beat. One-on-one, mano-a-mano on that island is not easy. It's not easy. But you got owned. Twice. Multiple times, actually. So, yes, Levi Wallace did not have a good game. We need to get it together. Hold on. I got a phone call I'm taking right now. This Buffalo Fanatics, your boy Rico. Who's this and where are you from?
Hey, this is Blue Comet from Fort Charlotte, Florida.
Blue Comet from Florida. Talk to me, man. You want to vent or do you have a question?
Yeah, well, bit of both, really.
All right, shoot.
I just don't understand. Like, we got, like you said, what was it, like 2 weeks ago? Like, Frank's an old man. We don't need to worry about hurting his feelings about not getting any carries. And all of a sudden, like, we give him more carries than Devin. And I'm just sitting here the whole game wondering, like, why the hell are we not giving Devin the ball? And heck, I mean, I know he keeps saying it, but freaking Corey Bjorquez, I've been killing him all freaking season, and he finally has a good game, and we do nothing with it.
Listen,
I mean, I just don't get it.
It's one of those situations where one aspect of the game works out, and then the others fall apart. It sometimes happens. It's trash, but it sometimes happens. But you can't not give the ball to Devin Singletary. The dude is what, 21 or 22? He's fresh.
Yeah.
Give him the damn ball, man. Blue Comet. By the way, I got to give you a shout out, man. You're a real one. Continue to support. We love when you support like that, and I appreciate you, and don't ever shy to call in, man.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate it, man.
If anyone's at the Miami game, I'll be there.
Yes, sir.
See ya.
All right, man. Take care. That's my guy, Blue Comet. He's right. He's right because he remembers what I said, and I'm not even trying to toot my own horn. It's the facts is this. He's an old man. He's 35. Enough of the nonsense. Stop cookie cutting it. It's your boy Rico, Buffalo Fanatics. Who's this and where you from?
Hey, it's Bada Bing Crosby from Buffalo.
Bada Bing Crosby. Yo, you got to have to turn down your volume in the background because it's coming in the echo.
I just turned it down.
Yes, sir. Bada Bing Crosby, talk to me. What do you want to vent or do you have a question? What is it?
I want to bring up two things.
Let's go.
First, where the hell has Croft been?
That's a fantastic question. Go ahead.
All right, and then the other thing is, what was with that play when, right when Trey White almost had that turnover and Poyer just totally tackled him right out of the.
First of all,
right out of the play.
Okay, but here's the thing: Poyer didn't take. Let me put it this way: Trey White dropped the ball first of all because he dropped it before Poyer came in and hit him. So first of all, Trey White has got to catch that ball. Period. There's no question. Like that was, you read it beautifully. It's like you spent the time in the playbook, right? And you knew what they're in the film room. You knew what they were doing, and you had the interception, and you dropped it. And then Poyer tagged them afterwards because Poyer wanted that shit too. Poyer's like, yo, I'm trying to go to the Pro Bowl. Let me get my pick. He messed it up. But you bring up something very valid because I brought this up with Matt Milano. By the way, thank you for that question. I'm going to take your answer and go online with it.
Sorry, man.
All right, no doubt. Thank you. That's my man, Bada Bing Crosby. So Bada Bing Crosby brings up something great because I brought this up, and it was about Croft. We paying this man $6 million. That's the thing I'm talking about, man. We paid $6 million for a tight end. But we sitting here with Dawson Knox taking all the touches. I have no problems with that. I don't, because if Dawson Knox better, then so be it. But we just wasted money off of that. But he's sitting here not doing nothing. He's healthy. He's good to go. You think we used the big athletic tight end? Nope. Nothing. Did he even get targeted today? Shit, no catches, no nothing, man. By the way, I missed a phone call from somebody. Call back in. Shit, man. Hey, if you guys want to call in right now, you have an opportunity to call in right now. All you got to do is join the Bing team. Join, become a member, and you have the opportunity to call right now. Let's go. I just missed a phone call, so if you want to call in, call in. Fun for Rank says Abel is the problem. But don't tell Pierre that, or tell a lot of people that feel that he's not the problem. They're in denial. That's the problem. They've dug in so deep that they don't feel that Dable's the problem, that they just can't. But yet, everything they talk about, it goes right to the point of who's making the decision, playing and calling the plays. and then they'll use something else. Let me answer the question. This call real quick. This your boy Rico. This is Buffalo Fanatics. Who is this, and where are you from?
Hey, it's Kathy from Ottawa.
Kathy Barnaby, my girl. How are you, Kathy? Talk to me. What's on your mind? Do you want to vent, or do you have a question?
I need to vent.
Go ahead, girl. It's all yours. Go ahead.
Really, I was as soon as they first possession and they went down the field and scored, I knew we were done. That was it. We lost the game. I was so frustrated.
So you felt that
I just can't.
You felt that we were done after that first series?
I did. I know the defense played awesome, especially that what was it, 11 tries for the end zone.
Yep.
I know they played awesome, but after that first, when they went down, that was it for me.
That was it for you.
That was it for me.
So
and it's Dable. It's Dable.
Is it Dable though?
It has to be, because I don't know, or they're not practicing Allen properly, because that friggin' long pass, either the receivers are too goddamn slow, or he just doesn't have any finesse or anticipation on where to throw the bleeping effing ball. So I don't know. Take a day with him and the receivers, and then play that play all 2 hours straight. I don't know what to say.
Listen, Kathy, let him have it.
No, but even if they showed Dable and Allen on the bench, sitting beside each other, you could see tenseness. And when Dable laughed, Allen looked up and looked right back down. You could see there's something there. Anyways, that's enough. Sorry.
Kathy, I love you, girl. I love when you call in, and don't lose that fire. I look forward to you calling next week, okay?
Okay.
All right, take care. Ladies and gentlemen, people are mad. It's the facts, people. You see the things that are happening. Nobody wants to talk about it. But guess what? Buffalo Fanatics got you. We sitting here talking about Dable this and Dable that. Maybe we got to look at the quarterback. That marriage, I said it before, and I'll say it again. That marriage is not working out. Something has to give. Either he changes his whole dynamic and says, all right, here's what we're going to do. Allen, this is what you like. Let's try these. Or it's just there's just no chemistry. That marriage between those two people is hurting the team. Right? You've seen it. Either you are in a relationship and you're splitting up with your person right now, and you guys are staying together for the kids or whatever the case is, or your parents were in that situation, whatever the case is. The point is, whenever people stay together, that is not meant to be together, it hurts everything else. It does. And in this case, it's hurting the team. Scoring 18 points a game doesn't cut it in the NFL if you are trying to be a playoff team. Playoffs? You can't go to the damn Super Bowl scoring 16 points a game, let alone making to the damn playoffs. Golly, man. Somebody tried to call me. Call again. I just missed 2 phone calls. I apologize. Y'all ready to go? Call again. It's just the facts, people. Josh and Foster were on the money last year. Now, you can't even see Josh. You can't even see Foster on the damn field. You know what? Not even worse. The worst thing about this is Josh. Let me get this phone call first. This your man Rico, Buffalo Fanatics. Who is this and where are you from? You got to turn your mic down.
Hey, this is Corey Buffalo, man. How you doing?
Corey Buffalo, my G. What's happening, man? Do you want to vent or do you have a question?
Man, I want to vent.
Yes, let's go. Vent away. Let's hear it, man. Go ahead.
You know, I'm gonna have to disagree with Kathy. I really think that it's Allen. When you look at the games, a lot of the calls that are being made, they're there. The receivers are getting open, and Allen is he's missing. He's missing the deep ball. He's not hitting receivers to where they can get that yak. It's a stop, turn around, hit them, and then they get tackled. Whereas if you lead them a little bit, you get 5 or 6 extra yards. I don't know if you want to call it, rookie.
That rookie wall.
That's the word I'm looking for. Yes, it's something.
Listen, I hear you, and that's why I'm bringing it up right now, because I think people cookie cut around it. They just want to blame Dable, but it might not be Dable. It might be Allen. but nobody wants to say it because he's the franchise. How dare we say that he's he's not the guy? But he might not be.
He's left at least 5 touchdowns on the table.
And that was probably just today. I'm just playing, but I do get what Corey Buffalo's saying, man. Golly, it's to the point, people, that we went from feeling very comfortable to going to the playoffs. Now we are in a position where we need to win these games. Corey Buffalo.
Exactly.
I appreciate you, my G. Keep calling. Yo, listen, man. I love this is what I'm just gonna start being questions and venting. Which one is it? And I love the fact that you vented. I appreciate your phone call, my G. Keep tuning in.
Oh, yeah.
And we're gonna do this next week.
Can I make one more point?
Go ahead, boy. Go ahead.
Man, if you look at the standings, the Raiders are 1 game back of us. If the Steelers win today, they will be 1 game back. We're losing the cushion. We gotta win these games coming up.
Listen, you're not lying, man. You're not lying. And I keep telling people these wins are crucial. That's why I was mad when we lost that Patriots game. I said we had that game and we let it go. Oh, don't worry, we're 5-1. It's not about the 5-1. It's about the games that we should win. Golly, Corey Buffalo, you got me in my feelings right now, man. Well, listen,
we're all there, man.
Listen, man. At the end of the day, this is perfect. This is why we do this. We vent. We chat it up with one another. We make ourselves somewhat feel better. And then we wait till next week. And then maybe we can pull out a W. At least that's what we hope.
Still go Bills, but damn.
Man. Listen, Corey Buffalo, man, I appreciate that phone call. Hey, keep tuning in and I appreciate you, my G. Take care, boss. All right. We got another phone call. Who's this?
What's up, Alton from Hawaii?
Alton, Venezuela?
Yeah, you know me.
Hey, Alton, my
God.
Yeah. Alton, what's up, man? You have questions or your concerns? You want to vent? What is it?
I'm going to vent a little bit.
Let's go.
Am I the only one noticing that Edmonds and Milano have not played very good at all this year? They've been mid at best. When last year they were making turnovers and everything, they have not played good. Besides today, they both played good today, but they haven't really played too good this year. And don't even get me started on Lorenzo Alexander. He's slow. He can't be covering Kareem Hunt on screenplays. If Hunt catches that ball, he's gone, dude. Lorenzo, he's too old, man. That's just me. I think the linebacker play has been mid at best this season.
Let me tell you something. I was on the interview with Matt Perino, and I asked him who's in the cold cellar, who's not playing the greatest right now. You know who he said? He said Tremaine Edmonds. He said he's in the cellar right now. He's not playing the greatest. He makes plays here and there, but sometimes, man, he's just not even. He's getting swallowed up in blocks. He's over pursuing plays. It's just all over the place. But listen, Alton, I appreciate you joining because I think you just became part of the big team, right? So I love it.
Yeah, I just did.
Hey, man, listen, this is the best decision you ever made.
I got one more thing too.
Go ahead, bro.
You know, we talk about big wide receivers, right?
Yep.
Why is it when we're in the red zone, we have Brown, Beasley, and McKenzie? Why not put Foster in there? He's 6'1".
He's 6'2".
We've seen it in the last he's 6'2". He can go up and get that ball. Put him in the red zone.
Listen, let me give you another one.
You know?
Why don't you put Croft in there? Croft is 6'5".
Exactly.
Hey, but
and another thing too is
go ahead.
Dawson Knox. I know everyone loves him. I think he's a little overhyped. He can't catch for nothing. I'm not sold on this one good game every 4 games, and then he disappears like crazy.
Damn, man. Alton, you speaking truth today, man. You're not gonna make a lot of friends. So
I'm frustrated, man. Dude, this almost broke my TV watching this game.
Bro,
man.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. But here's the thing, though.
Man.
One thing that you gotta and we have to keep this intact and understand this. We are one of the best teams in the red zone. So there's a reason that we do that. Most teams do go big body, but they're easier to cover somewhat because if that ball isn't timed right, they're too slow. These corners are already on that. When you have separation guys, shit, you got to watch out. So that's why we've been successful. We do put in the small guys. But your point doesn't go moot because if we have these big body guys, why aren't they in the red zone that can help us? I get you. Alton, you're a real one, my G. And I appreciate you calling in, man. Hey, I appreciate you actually joining the big team. Let's go, my guy. Thanks for calling in, bro.
Thank you.
All right, cheers. No doubt. Listen, people are starting to notice things now. Milano Tremaine Edmonds. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this team is hollow, like I said. Maybe you know what it is? We have such a really solid coach that sometimes the coaching is so damn good, it masks the talent that we actually have on this team. Maybe we don't have the talent. We don't really have the talent, but we've been coached so well with fundamentals. That's why he always says it. Fundamentals. Maybe that's the case. But when you go up against a team where it's talent versus talent, my talent versus your talent, mano y mano, this is where we probably lose. Case in point, Levi Wallace and Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry won that battle today. That battle was won. And that's just what it is. But it's very interesting to keep that in mind. Ryan Berger, welcome to the team. Bing, bing, bing. Let's go, man. What are we at? How many people do we have before we do this giveaway? Because we're working it today, Phil. We're working it today. If you guys want to call in right now, call in right now. Because the lines are high. We're 7 of 10. 3 more people need to add up, and we're doing a giveaway. Straight up. Let's go. Alton, thanks for calling in. I appreciate that, man. You're the first one that just brought it up. Nobody wants to bring up Edmonds. Nobody wants to bring up Milano. Milano is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but he can be a liability, right? But it's easy for us to speak because we're the fans. We're watching TV, and, they're going to call us armchair GMs and all that stuff. But guess what? We know football, too. We watch it. We may not know the intricacies of all of it, but we know the basic stuff. We know what doesn't look good. We know what looks like bullshit on the field. You know what I'm saying? What do they say? Don't piss in my ear and tell me it's rain. Boy, please. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Nobody's trying to hear that. Kathy Barnaby says, we have an excellent secondary and defense that the offensive line of the ball, we have an excellent secondary and defense that the offensive line of the ball is kicking this. Girl, I can't even understand what you're saying. Maybe I'm just reading too fast. But anyway, Milano and Edmonds were beasts last year, but he's Alton feels that they're not doing well. Oh, shit. John Udez. Bing, bing, bing. John Udez, welcome to the squad. Bing team is getting strong, boy. We getting strong. Let's go. Whoever wants, listen, no more phone calls? Y'all don't want to vent? I'm giving you the lines to vent because I may have missed a point where you guys want to come in and say, yeah, you know what? You got a point. I need to make a point. Let me know. Oh, shit. We got another one. Matt Hernandez. Bing, bing, bing. Let's go. 8 of 10. We got to add 2 more people, and we're giving it away. We're giving away a helmet, a signed helmet. Let's go. So I got Saul says, we know it doesn't take a QB 2 years to find accuracy. Yo, Saul is throwing shots today. Oh, hold on. We got a phone call coming in. One second. This your man Rico. This Buffalo Fanatics. Who am I speaking to, and where are you from?
Scott Blakely, Chicago.
Scott Blakely from Chi-Town. What's going on, Scott? Talk to me. Do you want to vent, or do you have a question?
There's no questions anymore. I've got a vent. I've actually got 4 hours in front of me because I went to the game. And I gotta be honest with you.
Okay.
Gotta be honest with you. Our defense played amazing, but unfortunately, the field is not 10 yards long. It is unbelievable that after 4 now, almost 5 weeks, that we still don't have the puzzle solved in regards to our run defense. Every first quarter, they just run on us. You think they're going to run on us? So I got to tell you, it was one of the most frustrating games that I've been at. I don't be able to go to a lot of them because I live in Chicago. But to be honest with you, Rico, we got some shit to fix.
We do.
That's all I can tell you.
I agree.
Yeah, we're not clean. Singletary, I don't know if he got a dozen carries. It's ridiculous. You got a bad run defense, and we don't feed Singletary almost the whole game.
Listen, Scott, you're speaking the truth. No, don't stop. You're speaking the truth. Singletary had 8 carries today. 8. That's it. 8 touches.
Yeah.
And here's a question for you because you were at the game today. So I need you to answer this for people that are listening right now. How does the offense look on the field? Honestly, because I've been to the games and I've seen Josh Allen play, right? And he's very wishy-washy. I can't trust him. Me personally, I can't. How did he look on the field today?
You know, when he has time, he looked pretty good. It's that good and the ugly. And I, to be honest with you, if he can get his deep balls down, okay, he's going to look pretty good. He gets those mid-range balls going when he's got time. I agree with Kathy Barnaby. The offensive line, when they held that line, gave him a few seconds. He played decent.
Okay.
He hit most of his targets, unlike, the beginning of the game, which he was a little bit off target. But, at the end of the day, Rico, they got Josh Allen so damn paranoid about throwing interceptions. We get up at the podium and say, well, he didn't throw any interceptions for 3 games. Well, part of the problem is they have him so paranoid about throwing interceptions. He's paranoid to throw balls like that, and he overthrows them constantly.
Scott Blakely. Scott Blakely.
Bad.
That's a fantastic point. He's so fearful of throwing an interception that he's either overcompensating and overthrowing.
He is.
And he just can't be himself.
He's too concerned about throwing it tight. He's too concerned to throw it tight that it might get intercepted because they did nothing but, knock him over for that reason for the first half of the season. You know what? Brett Favre, he threw interceptions, but then he balled. Let the guy ball, and let's see what we've got.
Wow, Scott Blakely with a zinger, a banger. Scott, you are a real one. You know that because a point you've made right now, you've got everybody agreeing with you because they feel that is a very crucial point you just made. He wants to see, and this is what has been missing for me because I keep saying that the chemistry between Dable and Allen isn't working. But why? Maybe this is it.
Rico, they pat Josh Allen on the back when he doesn't throw interceptions.
It sickens me.
What the hell? What is that? What is that? Stop patting the kid on the back because he doesn't throw. How about throw 2 interceptions and 4 touchdowns instead?
Listen, Scott Blakely, you know you're a real one. Listen, I need more calls from you on a damn weekly basis. You better make sure you call because I love your insight. Love it.
Well, I'm looking for dogs on the turnpike so I can run their asses over. So have a good show. I'm going to keep listening.
All right, I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you very much, Scott Blakely.
All right, see you.
Now that's a motherfucking call. That's facts. Think about it. And I said this a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Ever since Allen threw that 4 interception game or 3 interception game, whatever that 4 turnover game against the Patriots and got knocked the hell out, he hasn't been that Allen gunslinger since, right? And those interceptions he was throwing were like all deep passes. So he's been paranoid. So he's throwing interceptions like, yo, stop throwing the ball. But here's the problem. We as fans don't have a problem with him throwing the ball. He just makes stupid decisions where he's getting tossed and held by the chest. He's twisting and throwing some bullshit. No, that's not what we want you to do. That's not at all what we want you to do. Take your chances, but make calculated throws. Don't just willy-nilly throw it. Because if you're making an effort and it was a close interception, we can take it. But if it's a bonehead throw, we want no part of it. Think about it. Look at the statistics today. He's 22 for 41, no interceptions, no touchdown passes, and they're both running in touchdowns. Nothing wrong with that. But did he take really tight throws and chances today? No. When he goes deep, it's either you're catching it or no one's catching it. But make it a little tighter, a little closer. That's where your accuracy comes in. Now, is that on Dable? Can't Dable say, "Okay, let's revisit this. I need you to be you, but just make good throws. Don't be a dummy." And I'm sure that's what Dable is saying, right? But that's the relationship with Dable and Allen that something's not right. And that's why I said that chemistry is not there. They're just not jiving. Or Allen is just not getting it. He's not getting it. It's either I play like this or I don't. There's no in between for him. And this is where their franchise quarterback comes in, because your franchise quarterback has to know the mistakes he's made, correct them, continue to play at a high level, but correct the mistakes. Allen was like, I can't make those mistakes, so I got to revert to this type of gameplay, which is dink and dunk, few good strikes, and then go from there. That last drive where we needed to score, dude was zinging balls left, right, in the middle, on the money. It's like he wasn't thinking. He was playing. So now you got my man thinking too much, and now he can't play. Thus, people now losing their shit on why the hell is this offense only scoring 16 points a game or 18 points a game? It's still unacceptable. That's where Dable has to fix it. Now, that's the quarterback issue. Now, what's the excuse for him not giving the ball to Devin Singletary? Now, that's a whole different ballgame. Don't blame that on McDermott. Don't blame that on anybody but Dable. Give the ball to the young guy. When you give him the ball, he makes things happen. We've seen it with our own eyes. But yet, you still want to be cute by putting in and implementing in your game plan that's clearly not working. It's not working. So get your ego in check. It's an ego thing. My play, or that's what it is. I don't know. I'm speculating at this point because when these things happen, it makes us speculate. By the way, I think we've reached number 10. Do we have number 10? CD3 Miracle? Shit, welcome. Bing, bing, bing. Welcome to the squad, baby. Let's go, man. Did we reach 10 people? I gotta get my moderators on here. My moderators will let me know if we got 10. If we got 10, we're doing a giveaway. We got the giveaway. Let oh, bing, bingity, bing. We got the giveaway. Yo, who's calling in? Who's calling in? I'm gonna take calls for another 10 to 15 minutes. And then we out of here. Who's calling in, man? Today's game. 20 first downs for the Bills, 24 first downs for the Browns. 12 passing first downs for us. We have 6 rushing first downs, unacceptable. That tells me we abandoned the run game. We abandoned it. Because last game, we were at like 10 to 12 first down runs in the first quarter. For first downs, excuse me, right? Third down efficiency, we were not good today. 5 for 13. We went 0 for 2 on fourth down. That's because we don't trust our kicker. It's that simple. It's plain. Tebow 1997, if you want to call in, you got to become a member. Just like my guy Lou Gamers, YT, bing, biggity, bing. Let's go. That's 11 people. Yo, we're doing that giveaway. So for those that have just joined, the giveaway will be in the community tab. You will see the helmet and you will see the prize. I appreciate that. Once we're done, we're gonna put it together. So total today, our defense allowed the Browns to go for 368 yards. Oof. Defense, not your best game, but we played a team with talent. Baker Mayfield is a talent. Nick Chubb is a talent. Kareem Hunt is a talent. Jarvis Landry is a talent. Odell Beckham Jr. is a talent, right? That's 5 stars on that team. That's 5 stars. So we as a defense will give up some things like that, but we need the offense to make it a game. Because there's some days where it's just the matchup is just not going to work well, and our offense needs to step up. Our offense did not step up today. And I'm going to say it. I need more from my quarterback. I'm not getting enough. Nope. I'm not getting enough. I'm not getting enough from my quarterback. Sorry. Not sorry. I need more. And if it takes Dable to get more out of him, Dable, be our offensive coordinator and get more out of your quarterback. Because this is what's going to run this team. We go nowhere if our quarterback isn't prepared each and every game and ready to will us to a W, a victory. Shit, man. That's just what it comes down to. Lou Games, I see you, man. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go. I hear you. Ryan Berger says, Rico, hold on. Rico, why we slow down in third quarter like every game? Dude, the third quarters for us is just not good. We don't do well in the third quarters. I don't know. But this one, we actually scored in the third quarter. You know what it was? A safety. The defense scored for us. Offense? You know that's not what we do. Here's where we score. We usually score in the first quarter and we score in the last quarter. We always don't do fuck all in the second and third, and then we come back in the fourth. But we're going to start playing teams that say, nah. We know your MO. We're going to crush that. We're going to start running the ball down your throat in the first quarter, where now you got no choice but to make Allen a passer. The crazy thing is Allen can pass. He can whip the ball anywhere on the field, but like Scott Blakely said, he's too scared. They beat it in him to say, stop throwing the damn ball away to the other team. But here's what here's what Josh Allen doesn't understand. We as fans don't care that you're attempting to get us some wins and doing what you do. It's the dumb interception where you're like, what? Who are you throwing to? Why did you throw that? That's what we're talking about, right? And I don't know. You were actually, no, you weren't there for that year. I was about to say, because maybe people remind you when Peterman threw 5 interceptions in one half. Maybe you don't want to be that guy. You almost were that guy in the Patriots game. But what I'm trying to say is this: you can't be afraid in this game, man. This league is not for the fearful. You have to be fearless. Fearless. That's what makes you that guy. That's what makes you get that green jacket. If you're trying to get there, you got to be fearless. You can't play this game scared. You don't play football scared. You can't. One thing I do know is that boy has fire in his system. He has fire in his heart. But what they're telling these guys, whatever they're telling him, got him shook. So unshake this man and let him play. Guess who has to do that, though? Brian Dable. Am I talking shit or am I bang on? Come on now. David Kelly, I see you, my G. Hey, by the way, David Kelly, I appreciate every one of your insights because they're very insightful and we disagree often, but we sometimes get along, right? But you need to talk to me now because I know you're a very positive guy on this team. What do you feel on this, man? Because I'm not talking shit. I'm just like you guys, man. I see it for myself. Shit. Golly, but I appreciate you, David Kelly. You're a good man. Get Foster. Like, listen, Foster runs a 4.3, 4.4 40. He's 6'2". Give him something, man. Give him something. Get the ball in his hands. People get warmed up on that shit. But you guys are sitting here bullshitting, man. Let me take this phone call real quick. I think I have an idea who this is. This is Rico, Buffalo Fanatics. Who is this and where are you from? Who's this?
Hey, it's Shane from Virginia.
What's your name, man?
Shane B.
Oh, Shane B. Shane B from Virginia. What's going on? What's going on, man? Talk to me. What's going on? What's on your mind? Do you want to vent or do you have questions?
I have a question.
Talk to me. You got to turn your cam in the background off because the echoes up.
So the question is, what are we doing with our personnel? So we have 5 tight ends right now. We have TJ Yeldon on the roster. We're not using him. We have Pat DeMarco, who is barely used. What are we doing?
That's a great question. What are we doing? That's on Dable. This is what I'm talking about, people. We have all these people, but there's no rhyme or reason, no rhythm on this team. What are we doing with these people? We have 5 freaking tight ends or 4 tight ends or whatever the case is, but yet we could utilize Duke Williams on this team, but we don't. I don't know. Right? Foster's on this team. We don't use him. So that's on Dable. That's a very good question. What are we doing with these guys? And this is why I said we have to establish a guy that is our go-to, a game plan for someone. So we at least know that's our main guy. We don't have that. John Brown is our best receiver, but how many targets did he? I didn't even see how many targets. 5 catches today. Like, we should be making him a sole part of this game plan. Cole Beasley being that as well. But what are we doing? Look at Tyler Kroft. Where is he at? No idea. So I totally get your question, Sheen. I do. It's just we got to figure things out. I don't know, man.
I mean, we could use defensive tackles. We can use a number of other positions, whereas we're utilizing it's 5. Jason Kroom, I haven't seen him all year.
Jason Kroom's he's not on the team. So here's my question for you then. So if we remove, now here's the thing, because it sounds very ideal to like, we have 4 tight ends, so we'll remove them. Okay, fine. What do you want to do in interim though? So you remove 4 tight ends. What are you adding to the defensive side of the ball? Because we just bought in Corey Liuget, right? We got Corey Liuget. We got Starla Tulele. We got Ed Oliver. We got Jordan Phillips. What more do you want?
What do I want? That's a good question.
Because I got to put you on the spot.
Yeah, you did put me on the spot there a little bit. I just don't think we need to carry 5 tight ends or 4 tight ends.
I hear you. So what would you do? So if we don't carry 5 tight ends, that means you've got to reduce one. And what are you adding? You're adding to a defensive line? Do we need more linemen? Do we go sign one? Right? And who's out there?
That's a need right now.
So what is the need? I guess that's the question I'm asking you. What is the need right now?
The defensive edge or defensive tackle. Jerry Hughes he hasn't shown up.
Jerry Hughes. And I'm glad you brought Jerry Hughes up because I'm about to bring him up right now. Listen, Shane, I appreciate that phone call. Keep tuning in, and I appreciate your loyalty to Buffalo Fanatics, man. I appreciate your phone call.
Will do.
All right, thank you. He's right. We don't got no pressure. That's what he's trying to get to. Instead of having all these tight ends, cool. Where's the pressure? We got 2 sacks this game? Man, come on now. We were supposed to be a good pressure team. We brought in Ed Oliver. Harrison Phillips goes down. God forbid, that happens. Injuries happen, but we don't got no pressure. There's nobody that we fear. Nobody fears anybody. They don't fear Jerry Hughes. They don't fear Trent Murphy. They don't fear Shaq Lawson. They don't fear nobody. Shit. We got to get some guys that people fear on that team, and we just don't got it. We just don't got it. I got room for 2 more phone calls, and I'm gonna get going. What did I say? Did I say green jacket? I meant to say gold jacket. Bobby always on my ass, boy. I see you, Bobby. John Marlowe and Ahashka. I see you. Congratulations to all new members. Hey, listen, Raymond Peterson. Raymond Peterson put out there, man. We got new members part of the team. We're trying to grow this thing to the biggest team ever, man. Like, my goal is to have every one of you guys a big team member. And we just keep adding. That's exactly what I want. Yo, I said green jacket. I meant to say gold jacket. My bad. Shit, my bad. I'm thinking green because right now, money's on my mind, and the team is not money right now. I'm trying to make this team money. But we ain't money right now. We ain't money, and we ain't got no gold jacket cats on this team. And that's what we need. We need him to have that gold jacket mentality. But when you playing fearful, it don't work that way. You gotta start playing fearless. That's what we need. Fearless, not fearful. Straight up. So, are we done? Are we done? Because right now, I got room for another phone call or 2. I'm gonna call it a night because right now it's a hard one to swallow, man. This one was a tough loss. I don't know how to deal. I'm not dealing with it well. I don't deal with losses very well. I really don't, man. But shoot. It is what it is, man. Yeah, Gore is a Hall of Famer. 100%. You know why? Because he's fearless. Fearless. Rico, how do you really feel about Josh? I'm inconsistent on him. I don't believe in him. He doesn't do it for me just yet. This is Buffalo Fanatics. This is Rico speaking. Who am I speaking to? Where are you from?
This is Matt Hernandez from Albany, New York.
Matt Hernandez. What's going on, man? Albany, New York. Talk to me, man. You have a question or do you want to vent?
A little bit of both.
Let's hear it. Let's go. What you got?
I mean, going back to the Dolphins game, we just struggle with the run defense. I really think everyone in the league is just going to start to expose that, and people are just going to start picking on Levi Wallace. We saw that today.
Absolutely. So this is how it happens, man. Go ahead, keep going.
What up? And on offense, we don't have an identity. I just don't see the game plan. Where we're going.
Listen, I'm with you. What are we a run heavy team? Do people know? Oh shit, Buffalo's coming to town. They're gonna run the ball down our throat. Let me tell you something. When we had Willis McGahee, we had Travis Henry, we had freaking C.J. Spiller, Marshawn Lynch, Fred Jackson. Do I need to go on? You knew we were gonna run the ball. That's what we did. We sitting here bullshitting on not running the ball. So now our team looks at us, man, we're not even trying to mess with that. So I appreciate that, man. Listen, I appreciate your phone call. I appreciate. Now, you made a point earlier, your first point. When I think, what was your first thing that you said? Because I wanted to jump back on that.
The run game and then Levi Wallace constantly getting picked on.
Okay, picked on. Okay, so I'm going to answer this question. I'm going to hang up the phone, and I want to answer this online. So I appreciate your phone call, my G. All right. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. So, picking on. And this is going to be my last point before I get out of here, unless you guys have another phone call. Oh, I forgot Shady and Shady running the ball. You knew if you had Shady in the backfield, we're going to run the ball. Everybody get close. Nobody's fearing us right now, man. Yo, we're going to send 4 and that's it. Now, picking on. This is crucial because when the Dolphins ran on us for 66 yards, you're like, oh, shit. Nobody just ran for 66 yards in the gut, up the gut on the Bills. Okay, that's kind of weird, but we still shut them down. We won the game, and you're good to go, right? Following game, we get blasted in the interior run game. The game after that, gush us inside the game again. You know what I'm saying? The game after that, which is today, Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb over 100 yards. Picked on. They saw the weakness, and now they know that is our weakness, the interior. We're going to run right at you. Ed Oliver, we're running right at you. Star Latulippe, fuck out of here. We're running right at you. So now Levi Wallace has been exposed. So guess what's going to happen now? They're going to start attacking Levi Wallace. Poor Levi Wallace. So now guess what? There's going to be a lot more attention being paid to in the safety because Poyer is now going to have to overcompensate to help out Levi Wallace because he's now a liability, right? Micah Hyde is going to now have to kind of peek over and be like, yo, is he okay over there? Shit, I might have to go help him and vacate my responsibilities a little bit. They're going to start picking on Levi Wallace. And guess what? It's going to start next week, right? Devontae Parker, I believe, is on that team. Paris Williams, I think his name is. I think he's hurt, but I'm not sure. The Dolphins got a decent little receiving squad. Oh, they're going to throw the ball, and they're going to go right at Levi Wallace. So we need to figure that part out. So we got 2 things now we got to figure out. There's another leak. So the leak was in the run game. So we got some gorilla tape, and we put that leak and we covered it. Woo, okay. Somewhat we covered it, and we're still getting gashed, so the leak's still coming. And all of a sudden, there's another leak up here. Boom. So now we got 2 leaks, and we're trying to kind of manage it. Yo, there's only so much tape you can put on these leaks to cover the holes until the whole thing falls apart and it's a freaking flood. And we're all in shit. And then we freaking lose 6 games straight. We hope it doesn't happen. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a real good show. I hate to have shows like this in a loss, but that's just what it is. It happens. Preston Williams. Thank you, Sam Matt. Preston Williams. Yo, they got some good receivers on the Dolphins, man. Don't sleep on that team. They got that Joaquin Grant. I think he's on that squad too. That's a good team, man. And I need to have my man Kevin the Doll fan, because y'all know y'all been asking for him. You miss him, so I'm gonna have him. We're gonna do some stuff together, especially for the next game. So you got to use that flex tape. That's the one I'm talking about. That flex tape is legit, but we don't got flex tape. We're going to Dollarama, finding Dollarama tape. Shit is no good. It's a mess. Shit, the Steelers are 14-7, winning. Fizzy knows how to play, man. Yeah, he does. Dolphins getting better each week. Yes, they are. And we sitting here. Look, they got Devontae Parker and Williams. Oh, Williams is on IR. Shit, Devontae Parker and Williams are on IR? Holy shit. Sam Matt said, everyone be quiet with benching Allen, even if he played bad, which I don't think he did. You don't bench him at 6-3. No, you don't. You definitely don't bench him. You know it's not going to happen. But the facts are this. Maybe that marriage doesn't work. Because when that Patriots game, when he went out, how did Barkley do in that Patriots game? Very well. He could have got us back into that game, truth be told. Honestly, truth be told, he could have got us back into that game because he was marching the ball, right? He goes up against the Jets. He hangs, 41 points on the Jets with the same offensive coordinator. Just saying. I'm going to take one more call. I'm going to get out of here. This is Buffalo Fanatics. This is Rico speaking. Who's speaking and where are you from?
Rico, hi. It's Raymond Peterson. We spoke last week.
Yes, Mr. Peterson. What's going on, man? Talk to me. Do you have a question or do you want to vent? Which is it?
I want to vent.
Yes, let's hear it. Let's go. The floor is yours.
Right. Last week you focused on team identity. This is where the coach has to show who has the say on the identity of this team. I think he's given Josh Allen all of this year to show his ability to translate his identity to the team, but he's not been able to perform to the level that gives the team confidence in his ability to complete passes. He has no accuracy. brought up by several callers and of your comments. If the coach sits Allen and plays, what do you call him? I think you call him Bit Chip or like,
Bitcoin Barkley?
What's your name? Yeah, Bitcoin.
Bitcoin Barkley, yeah.
I think if he sits Allen and plays Bitcoin at the Miami game to see if there's any way that Bitcoin can manage the team in the way he wants to have the team run, so we can run the ball, he can doing and do the other things, because Josh Allen and his crazy Arizona, wherever the hell he came from, Wyoming ways,
right?
That doesn't work, and that is not the kind of quarterback that led the 64-65 championship Bills anywhere.
I hear you.
He never showed that. He never showed that. That was never one of his problems. He was always he didn't put the team in danger by giving up the ball like Josh Allen was with his bonehead plays. Little tendency toward that he does fall into that trap somehow. I don't know why.
So do you?
That being said,
yeah.
My vent is, Coach, step up, show who runs this team. It's your offense. This guy, make him understand that he ain't doing it. He's got to get some accuracy, or he's got to learn to play the way the coach wants him to play. Don't go anywhere else unless you get some accuracy and show that you can actually. And the gentleman from Chicago, I forgot his name.
Scott Blakely. Yep.
Yeah, Mr. Blakely called it right. Either let this kid give him the reins and say, all right, run this team the way you see fit. You're good to go. Throw that ball 80 yards. I don't give a crap. Let it go. And if he can get with his guys, which he did last year with Robert Foster. Robert Foster reminded me of Jack Kemp and Golden Wheels to Binge back in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Back in those days, nobody could keep up with Doobie, so that didn't matter.
Yeah, I hear you.
For some reason, Doobie and Jack knew how far each could throw the ball and run, and they just timed it up, and it'd be stupid.
Well, they got to figure something out, man.
This was back in the Sid Gilman era when San Diego was winning all the championships, and the AFL made a name for itself by being this tidy football with long ball games.
There you go.
And Buffalo was not a long ball game team. We were a running team with a long ball threat.
So let me ask you a question, Mr. Peterson. Let me ask you a question. How do you feel about the direction that Allen is going? Is he trending up, or is he plateauing where you're like, he's not doing it?
I will give you my mother, who is 91 years old and has been around the Bills all of her life, and a sports fan. I mean, really, this is what I'm talking about: equestrian, shooter, bow and arrow. This is a sports woman. She knows football,
right?
And she said from Jump Street that Allen doesn't have the necessities. He needs some accuracy, and his bonehead throws threw her off. And she says we won't win another game.
So she doesn't think that Allen has it. He doesn't have the it factor. No it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Peterson, excuse me. I appreciate your phone call.
No, don't that one on me. Oh, God, no.
Mr. Peterson, well, listen, I appreciate your phone call very much. Keep tuning in. Keep supporting. We appreciate everyone. And I love when I get your phone calls because you give us that old school, bring us back to the old days. So I appreciate that. Keep tuning in, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
Yeah, Fanatics, remember, we were world champions. Nobody wanted to play us after we declared world champions, 64-65. We would have been in the first Super Bowl, but we lost to the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Green Bay Packers celebrated that they did not have to play the Buffalo Bills defense.
Love it. I appreciate that, Mr. Peterson.
And welcome to Fanatics fans.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the new Fanatics. Yo, Mr. Peterson's a G. All right, Mr. Peterson. We'll see you, my man.
All right, man.
Mr. Peterson. I like that, man. Yo, this is Wood. Who's this? I know this. I think I recognize his number. Who am I speaking to? Where are you from?
There's a fly video. What's going on, man?
All right, for those that don't know who this is Mr. Kingpin himself, Mr. Pierre. Holy. So I assume that you do not like what's happening in these phone calls.
No, look. First of all, I appreciate all the phone calls, 100%. But we got to cheer it up just a little bit here. At the end of the day, we're 6-3. Everyone, don't panic. We're 6-3. That's one thing. Next thing is, hey, yes, we got to clean stuff up. I forget the name of the caller who was talking about, Allen, the team allowing Allen to.
That's Scott Blakely.
Like be himself.
Yeah, that's Scott Blakely.
Amazing phone call.
Absolutely.
He's right. Allen right now seems, when it comes down to the deep ball, it seems that he's not trying to make a mistake, which was a great point. I never even thought of it. But again, we're making plays, just not at a consistent tip. Even the very first drive, we go for it on fourth, I believe, like 4th and 4, and Allen completely misses John Brown. And then the Browns, they take the ball, and I believe they have the ball like an 8-minute drive.
Pierre, hold on. You gotta take yourself off the speakerphone, man. People can't hear you.
Hold on.
Because they want to hear you make more excuses.
You hear me now?
Oh yeah, we can hear the excuses. Keep going.
All right. Even though the defense is very, very solid,
right?
It's been solid all season. It has its flaws, and we've already, we mentioned what those flaws are, right? But at the very, very least of the matter, right?
Right.
Our offense needs to be more consistent. That right there, we do agree on 1,000%. But this whole entire live video, all I'm hearing you is the offense. Which again, I understand it. But answer me this question.
I'm listening.
The offense was up with 4 minutes left in the game. Why couldn't the defense, the elite defense that we have, the great defense that we have, make that stop? That last stop of the game. Because that's what we're paying you to do. End the game.
How many points did we allow? How many points did we?
It doesn't matter. In that particular moment is when we need you to come through. Come through right then and there. We win the game. Yes or no? Yes or no?
By the way, my man Bobby says, shout out to Pierre calling from the Erie County Correctional. Now,
but answer that question.
I will.
Why couldn't we make that stop right there?
Okay, so let me tell you why we couldn't make the stop. Because they found the weakness in our defense and they exploited it in Levi Wallace. All right. So and it's clear as day. That's exactly what happened. Landry had 9 receptions for damn near 100 yards and a touchdown. Higgins, not even a factor all game long. He went at Levi Wallace because they knew that was our weakness. Now, we didn't get a stop. We did, but we didn't because that fumble recovery was never really a fumble. We all knew that, had to come back. We just couldn't get the stop now. Now, if it were and here's my point. If this game were to go, it was like 45-49, something super tight, then I can understand, like, we got to make a stop somewhere. But when we keep a team to 19 points, bro, that's where the offense needs to put some more points up, right? Defense did their point. We got a safety. We kept it close. But the offense couldn't do their job in scoring touchdowns. Our receivers, no touchdown receptions today.
This is where I disagree with you just a bit. Even though, again, our offense needs to be more consistent.
Mm-hmm.
When our offense needed to come through and score a touchdown late in that game, they did. Yes or no?
Facts.
Okay, now it's the defense turn in order to do their job. It's not a 57-minute game. It's a 60-minute game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no?
Correct.
Okay, now, when the defense, gave up, the touchdown, late in the game, okay, offense, we need you to come through and at least get us in field goal range to at least tie the game. Did they do that or not?
Yes, somewhat.
Okay, now, wait. Now it comes down to
Yes. And I'll tell you when I say, hold on a second. Now, hold on. This is why I'm saying yes. Did the special teams? No.
Okay, which means how you gonna blame that on Dable?
Can I talk before you try to cut me off? Caller? Here's the deal. You said it's a 60-minute game, right? So we can't have the offense showing up only in the 57th minute of the game. We're trying to muster something and try to squeak a last-minute victory. What happened to the other 57 minutes of the game? That's where we need our offensive coordinator to dial some things up so we don't have to constantly rely on fourth quarter heroics from our quarterback. It's not always going to work out that way. But you seem to want to blame it on everybody else but the quarterback and offensive coordinator. I get it.
No.
Special teams didn't.
I'm blaming this loss on the team. All three phases did not show up. This is the game that all three phases didn't show up. Our defense was solid, yes, but when we needed them to make a play, they didn't. When we needed the offense to make the play in the first half, they didn't. Even though we moved the ball and could have had the lead right before the half,
right,
and Hauska missed the field goal, that was big. That was a momentum switch,
right?
Okay, fine, no problem. But our team as a whole, and I'm not trying to, get on you with the Dable thing because, again, Dable, yes, every offensive coordinator is not perfect in the NFL, right? Yes.
True.
Every team, doesn't score, 30 points a game. It just doesn't happen. Aaron Rodgers had his worst game last week, right? So it happens to every team.
Yes, it does.
It's a young team that we're trying to learn how to play with each other. That's number one. But this particular game, you can legitimately say all three phases cost us this game. It's not just one phase. It's not just one person. It's not just one anything. The entire team cost us this game.
I don't disagree with that because we lost. A team loss is a team loss. Okay? But there's a reason why we lost. We didn't put enough points on the board, period. We can't keep relying on the defense to bail us out each and every week because it's not always going to work. It's not. So if we do our job on the offensive side of the ball, we don't have to rely on that, right? And it comes down to who?
But again, we can't guarantee that we're going to be putting up 30 points a game. Look, the other team gets paid.
No, we can't, but we can guarantee we're going to give you freaking 16, and that's not good enough.
And that's no. In this particular game, it actually was. Our defense didn't come through late in the game. That's my point, right? Again, if the Eagles game, okay, I'll give you that. They gave up, 31 points, and we only scored, 16? Okay, fine. I'll give you that point. But this particular game, our offense, even though it was sluggish, which is understandable, when it came down to make the play, regardless of how the entire game went, we were in position to win it. And you can make a legitimate argument that our defense is what cost us this game. Even though our offense could have easily put up 5,000 points, which you're right, the defense did not come through. And the special teams did not come through. When it came down to the offense, it came through late in the game. That's just facts, Rico.
And I'm not going to discredit what you're saying, but I also need you to understand that we can't continue to allow these games each and every week because we're not going. Listen, Pierre, we got the Dolphins, we got the Patriots, Cowboys. Like these are teams. We're now going to rely on other teams to start losing, and we have to now put ourselves in a position. Now we need to win this game. We need to. We have no margin for error anymore.
Okay, let me say this real quick before I let go. And Rico, huge shout out to you, man. You do an amazing job, of course. The franchise of the Buffalo Fanatics.
I appreciate that.
Right? So look, this is what I'm going to say, and I'm going to go ahead and sign off.
All right.
The Bills have everything left right in front of them. We have not lost 2 games in a row all season. So when it comes down to grit, character, and just pure oomph, the Bills has shown us all season that we're going to be in every game. Yes, we should be, blowing out teams. Fine, it's fine, but we can easily go 7 and or 9 and 3.
No, we can't. No, we can't.
Yes, we can.
It proved it. Stop before I end this damn phone call, because we cannot. We could easily go 9 if we made sure we took care of business today with the Browns, but today's game tells me we can't easily do shit, because this offense and whoever's running the offense is a damn problem. Now, before I let you go, sir, I got a question for you, because you want no parts of blaming Dable, right? You are
I never said that, but go ahead.
Okay. You love the fact that we win games by running the ball, but yet you don't want to put blame on Dable, because that's the easy way out. That's the lazy take. No. Let me finish. That's the easy way out, and that's the easy take. Explain to me why your offensive coordinator won't give the ball.
I'm not trying to put blame. No. You're trying to keep on saying that I'm not trying to put blame on Dable. That's not the case. What I'm saying is the blame shouldn't be only on Dable. It can't always be the offensive coordinator's fault every single season. It can't. That just can't happen, right? What we have to do is understand that this is a young team as far as playing together. We have a young quarterback who there's been many callers and many comments in this live chat that have already said he's extremely inconsistent with how he's throwing the football. There were many passes where if you would have hit him on the money, those drives would have been, more consistent. So again, I'm not blaming Dable. What I'm saying is it's not just his fault. There's other things that attribute to wins and losses.
I appreciate that.
I try to make the point that in this particular game, all 3 phases, they failed us at some point in the game.
I got you, and I'm not gonna dispute that part. But I like how you didn't answer my question when it comes to the offensive coordinator that runs this offense, how he lacks to give the ball to the guy that sparks us. You fail to even want to even touch on that, because he's the offensive coordinator. He runs this offense.
Hold on. All right, I'll give you that point. But
that's it? You're just going to give me that point and move on from that? That's the point. The point is, we want to win games. You got to run the ball. You got to do these things. If you don't run the ball, you ain't going to win the shit.
Even though I do agree that we need to be a running team, people are saying we don't have an identity. We clearly have an identity. The identity is put the ball in Allen's hands. Whether you agree with it or not, that's been what we've been. We're a passing team. It's been proven over the years.
We're a passing team.
Over this year, listen to me. This year alone, we have been a passing team. Many have said, why aren't we running the ball enough? Because that's the identity. Whether we agree with it or not, that's our identity. Josh Allen is the one who is going to win us and lose us these games.
Yes, but we're not a passing team. We don't have an identity.
No, we are a passing team as far as the plays being called.
And they're not working, which is my point, because we're not putting enough points on the board. All right, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to get into this phone call. Pierre, we got to do this again. We're not going to do this all day. I appreciate you. You're my guy. Listen, we're going to talk soon. I got to get rid of this guy off this phone. He's talking too crazy for me. That's enough out of him. Where we have an identity. What identity? We can't pass the ball. We sure is not running the damn ball. But we have an identity. We're a passing team. Boy, if you don't stop that mess, I love that man. But that's some craziness. I don't know what he's on, but that shit don't work. That ain't gonna fly. Dial tone. you don't get to continue with that take. Shit, I let that call run way too long. But that's my guy. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's our show for today. Yo, he bugging for real. He bugging. That's our show. But I do realize that some people agreed with what he was saying. So I'm gonna keep it that. But when he lost me at we're a passing team, I said, nope, we ain't doing that today, sir. I told you guys, man, this ain't your typical call-in show. Okay. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we got up to 12 new members, I believe, today. And guess what? I'm a man of my word. We're doing a giveaway. It's going to be a signed helmet. So keep tuning in to our community tab, and we'll have all the details then. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Keep following us on all our social media platforms. If you weren't following the Buffalo Fanatics on Twitter, do that ASAP. We got fire takes on all our social media platforms, Instagram, all of that good stuff. Keep joining the Bing team. If you guys want to join the Bing team, it's just as simple as this. Jointhefanatics.com. Done. That's how you do it. And if you aren't following me on Twitter, do that right now. RealRico_BF. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy. You guys know what it is, man. And I'm gone.